So, hi everyone, welcome to the day two of the Power BI learning. So, today's agenda will be first one is the loading the Excel data to our Power BI desktop. Second will be the checking the column qualities, column profiling, and column distribution. That will be come under the data transformation. Third will be the using first row as a header. Fourth is removing promoted header step, and fifth one is the detected data types. So, let's start. So first we will be loading Excel data into our Power BI desktop. So as you can see in the home tab, there is an option of import data from Microsoft Excel workbook. So we will click on that. Now we will be selecting an Excel. So here is a dataset cells. I am selecting here and click on the open. So it will take some time to load the data. So as you can see, there is a navigator pane. It is saying it is showing the cells. So we will select that, and as you can see there is a preview of the sales data, what my sales data look like. So we will click on the transform data, as today's session will be more of the data transformation. So I will click on the transform data. So after clicking to the transform data, it will redirect to Power Query Editor. Now you can see the data that we have loaded. In the data, we are having the ID, date, amount, product ID, status, store ID, and units. So as you can see at the right hand side, there is a pane open of query setting. So you can see there is an applied step option. So these applied steps are that step that we perform on the data set. So when you load an Excel data, so it automatically creates a few of the applied steps like source, navigation, promoted headers, and change type. So here you can see that there is an promoted header step. So what it does is, whenever you load an Excel data, it consider first row as a header. So it automatically promotes that data. Let's start from the beginning. What if there is no promoted headers, no, there is no navigation, only the source is present. So how we can do all these steps, I will be showing this. So let's remove all the other steps except the source. So as you can see, if we have only source, then you can see there is a name of, say, name, data, items, kind, and hidden. So as you can see, the name is sales. Second one, data is table, and item is sales, kind is seed. Whenever we export an Excel data, there are two kinds. First one is the seed, second one is the table. So here we can see that it is of kind seed, and in the data section it is showing a table. So we will click on that table. So after clicking that, you can see it, or it has given us some of the steps, that is navigation, promoted header, and change tab. So when we will go to the navigation, it will show that we have selected the item of seats. After that, it has done some promoted header step. So in the promoted header, what is it has done is, it has taken first row as a header, and the last one is change type. So when we will go to the change type, what it does is it automatically detects the data type of a column. So as you can see, there is a promoted header step, but we do not need these promoted headers step. We can remove that step. I will show how you can remove that step. Why I am removing this step is because of the processing. So the number of steps, the more number of the steps you have, the more processing it will take. So I will remove that step. After removing that step, what we can see is it is showing an error that column id of table was not found. Means the column with name id in the table was not found. So this is the error we are getting. So how to overcome that? So we have an option in the home tab of advanced query editor. When we will click on that, we can see whatever the step we have performed, it is also written here. So how to remove that error? So you can see the first line, source equal to excel dot workbook, and inside that file dot contents youtube stop dataset, that is the path of the excel sheet what we have seen. And after that there is an option, there is a null, and after that there is true. So in the excel dot workbook we have an function or what we can say, that is a characteristic. Whenever a null is here, it does not take first row as a header. If we just make it true true and click on done, what it will show here is, it will show that the first row is being selected as a header. So as you can see, without having the step of promoted header, done done the first row as a header. Now let's move to the third part, that is change type. As you can see that here in the change type, so what change type does is, it changes the data type accordingly to the columns. If the in the column there is numerical data, it will show 1 to 3. If there is a decimal data, it will show 1.2. And if there is a date data, then it will show the data type. But what if I don't want to apply a new step like change type to change the data type of uh, our table? So what we will do is, we will again go to the advanced query editor. So before going to the advanced query editor, let's remove the change data type step. Now go to the advanced query editor. And previously, as we have seen, for the first row as a header, we have uh, replaced the null with the true. Now for the data type, automatically is identifying the data type of the column. What we will do is, we have the third parameter as true of excel.workbook. We will replace that with false. So what false does is, it automatically select the data type of the columns. Now I will click on done. So as you can see, now the data type has changed of the columns, that is id as 1.2, date as date, amount as 1.2, that is what 1.2 denote is decimal number. So accordingly, respectively with the column data type, it has converted data types. So as we seen here, that we have removed two of the state. First one is the promoted headers, and second one is the change data type. Now let's move to the column profiling. So what column profiling is, we will see right now. So in the view section, we can see there is an option of column profile. When we select that, what we see here is the column statistics related to the selected column. So currently I have selected product id, so it will show the column statistics of that product id column. It will show the value distribution. So what value distribution means, if you can see here, in the second row there is a value 12. So it will show the value distribution of 12, how many times the 12 counts. In the column statistics, you can see that count is 1000. So this count 1000 does not means that there is a 1000 rows present. It is showing 1000 here just because we have, in the bottom section, we can see that column profiling based on top 1000 rows. So currently it is showing count 1000. So, if we select column profiling, then there is another option of column profiling based on entire data set. If we select that, then there will be change in the count. Now what it will show count here, it is the total row that is present in that table. Now second we can see is error. If there is any error in present in that column, then it will show that the count of that error. Same with the empty. Distinct value, here it is showing 24. So what does distinct means? So all the values that are present in the column, so how many distinct values that are present in the column. After that we have unique. So currently unique is showing 0. When unique will show any number, so let's say we have in column we have 10 different values, but 4 of them are repeated. Means let's say 1 is repeating 2 times, 2 is repeating 2 times, 3 is repeating 2 times, but there are such value which does not repeat, or their duplicate does not present there, so that will be shown in the unique section. So after the unique, we have something called nan. So what nan represent is, if there is any null values present in the column, then it will show the count of that one. After that we have zero. If there is any zero values present in the column, then it will show the count of the zero. Then we have minimum and maximum, so it will show the minimum and maximum of that column. And same with the average and standard deviation, it will show the average and standard deviation of the particular column. Now let's uh, unselect the column profile and go to the column distribution. So what does column distribution show is, it shows the distinct and unique value of each column. So as you can see in the ID, there are 29,875 distinct values, and same as the unique values. In the date, we have 26 distinct values and 0 unique values. And similarly with the amount, product ID, status, store ID, and unit. So now deselect the column distribution. As you can see in the top and below the ID, there is something valid, error, and empty. This is shown just because we have selected the column quality. So what does column quality shows here is, how many percentage of the value that are valid, and how many percentage of the values that has error. Let's say we have 3% of error in any column, then it will show the percentage of error. And in the bottom we have empty. So what empty denotes here is, if there is any blank values present in the column, that it will show the percentage of the empty. So that's all for today. Hope you like the video. Please share with your friends and subscribe the channel. Thank you.